good morning, this is Houndog Steve wishing you a very pleasant morning, and I thought I'd just make a quick video because I'm actually down here in the US, what you need to know about crossing the border into the US from Canada. Now, as far as I can see, it is no big panic. When I crossed the border in BC into Washington, it was a cursory check. I gave them my passport and they checked that, and I was allowed to pass through with no biometrics, no fingerprints, nothing like that. Now, I know I came down in late October, but I have a friend who lives very close to me here, and she came down second week of December, and she had the same thing, straight across the border and absolutely no problems whatsoever, just a passport. And, of course, this is your biometrics right here. There you go, your Canadian passport. You can use this to cross the border. It has all your information on there. And so I think a lot of this stuff, I've seen videos going crazy about this, on YouTube, all kinds of misinformation out there. I think what we have to realize here is that snowbirds are not the demographic that they are looking for. And if you've ever traveled to Europe, you know that you need to have your passport with you at all times as identification. So this is not unusual. The US is just simply tightening up to control the border and to stop people who shouldn't be crossing that border from doing so. So Canadian snowbirds really don't have to worry. Now, if you're going to stay in the US longer than 30 days, you will need to fill out a G-325R form, and you can find this on the USCIS website, which is the Citizen and Immigration Services. You will set up an account. You will need to do 2FA, so you require a smartphone to get a Google Authenticator, and you link those two together so that you need two forms of identification: your login info and your 2FA, your Google Authenticator information. It's a 6-digit code which resets every minute, and it just confirms that you are who you are. And it's very simple to fill out. Now, once you get your G325R form filled out, you just wait, I think it took about a week, and I went back onto their website and went into my mail, and there is your registration form. You just print that off and you carry that around with you wherever you go, just so that you can identify yourself and that you have been registered with the USCIS. And that's all there is to it, folks. So when I first got down here, I was very concerned because my travel time had taken up quite a bit of time and I was getting close to the 30 days. But when I checked with the local police, when I checked with the county police, when I checked with the state troopers, when I checked with the border control, when I checked with ICE, nobody really seemed to know exactly what was going on with all of this. So I think it really hasn't worked its way through the system yet, but I think we have to remember, as I say, that we are not the demographic. Snowbirds are not the demographic that they're searching for here, and they've got everyone panicked. It is not a big deal. As long as you have a Canadian passport, you have an address to return to in Canada after you visit the US, not an issue. And if it's for less than 30 days, again, you just need your Canadian passport. Okay, well, that's it. Don't panic. It's absolutely fine. The people are wonderful down here. They've been friendly. There's been no animosity whatsoever. And just as you can imagine, people are what they are everywhere. So if you've liked this information, you found it useful, please like, comment, subscribe below. And in the meantime, this is Houndog Steve wishing you a very pleasant day, happy, safe travels, and we'll talk to you very shortly. See you now. Bye.